Hey everyone, it's Sil Heartwing, and welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a little while since I last posted, but I promise I had a really good reason for not posting in a while. As some of you may already know, in August of 2024, my tablet that I used for all of my YouTube assets had been stolen, and I lost everything with it. I sadly didn't have anything backed up, which meant that once I did save up and got a new tablet in November, I still had to go through and redraw everything for my YouTube channel. Everything from the backgrounds to my character sprites and even the art that I was commenting on and posting in my videos. Luckily, everything is set up now and I should be fully ready to go for all of my other future videos, which means that the time in between should be a lot shorter. I was also just really busy with life stuff between my last video and now. I moved out from home and I even got married, which is a huge accomplishment in of itself, but I guess all I'm trying to say is I've just been really busy recently, and I'm so glad for all of your guys' patience, and I really hope that the video is worth the wait. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So for today, I'm going to be designing 3 of the main 6 for My Little Pony Gen 4. I'm hoping this will be a 3-part series, where in this one and the next I'll be designing the main 6, and the final one will be the princesses redesigned. My main objective in redesigning these ponies will be to try and capture and build on their main character traits and features the show has set up from them. So one of the main things I'm going to be doing in my designs is building and adding more dimorphism between the pony species. For instance, Pegasi will have more feathery and fluffy appearances as well as feathered tails and hooves. Unicorns will have more deer and goat-like features as well as tasseled tails, and earth ponies will have more muscle mass and real-world patterning to them. The main goal of these new traits is going to be to try and build on the lore the show gives us, add new details that make sense to each pony type, and add more unique silhouettes to each character. And speaking of unique silhouettes, our first pony is a very fashion-forward one, Rarity. Rarity's design is relatively simple compared to the other designs I have lined up, but she has a certain charming quality to her. I changed her hair slightly, making it a bit more of a natural curl rather than the ringlets the show gives her, but I did have to slightly style it like she would in the show. I also lightened her blue hair to more of a lilac color and made her eyes purple. I was mostly influenced to do this since I headcanon Rarity as being an albino, and lighter colors really fit well with this idea, while keeping some color in her pony design. And as far as her purple eyes, one of the only natural ways for someone to have purple eyes is to actually be albino with blue eyes, which I think is a fun detail in her design and a fun nod to her original eye color. I kind of wish I did more with Rarity's design looking back on it, but she was one of those characters that I had 1 or 2 ideas about but didn't really connect with in the show, so I didn't have a lot of ideas for building her character and her design beyond the few headcanons I had of her and what the show already did with her. As a result, I definitely wouldn't say her design is bad, but it's one that I changed the least out of the main 6. have Rainbow Dash. I knew going into Rainbow's design that I wanted to add some darker colors to contrast more with her rainbow colors. Her original palette is fine, but it's just kind of blended together in the show. I don't know, the light blue is fine, but she already has blue in her mane, and it just didn't really seem to pop to me. I also knew that with this design, I wanted her wing shape to be very similar to a falcon, since she's supposed to be a very fast flyer. And that's actually a kind of common thing I do with my Pegasus designs. I'll try and match the wing shapes with birds that I think suit the character, and you can definitely see this later on with Twilight and Fluttershy when I go through and design them. I also gave Rainbow an Arabian horse build, since I thought it suited a fast flying horse, mostly because Arabians have specialized noses meant to block sand from blowing into their nostrils. As a result, Arabians kind of evolved into the main reference horse that I used for Pegasi characters. Say by far the most difficult thing in Rainbow's design was balancing the rainbow in her design and also drawing her cutie mark. For her cutie mark, I just kind of settled on some realistic lightning, and as far as the colors go, I kind of just limited the rainbow to underneath her wing, her hair, and her hoof feathers. I almost kept her with just the dark blue and the rainbow there, but I didn't like it. It didn't feel very balanced to me, so I went ahead and added some lighter markings to her as well, and I definitely like it a lot more, and I think it was the right call in the end. Lastly, we have my favorite design out of the three I'm doing today, Pinkie Pie. I don't know what it was about Miss Pie, but I definitely had the most ideas for her design going into it. Obviously, being an Earth Pony, Pinkie Pie had a larger build than the others, but even for an Earth Pony, I made sure to make her a little rounder than average. I wanted to use softer shapes in her design and wanted to play more with the fact that she's a baker who would probably love to eat a lot of her sweets. And since she is a baker, I made sure I had her hair tied back for safety reasons, but I also made it look like she did it a bit sloppily, since I don't really think she pays much attention to tying her hair back like that. I also gave her a painted pattern inspired by real world horses all over her body to kind of just mimic the freckles and almost make it look like she spilt some baking batter all over herself. As far as her color scheme goes though, I didn't change much of it, just added a few colors here and there to make it look a bit more like Neapolitan ice cream, since I think that's just a very cute color palette in general. Overall, I'm really happy with Pinkie's design, and it kind of reminds me of the original pony designs from earlier shows, which are super nostalgic to me personally, which I think is maybe why I love her design so much. brings us to the end of our video today. I had a lot of fun redesigning these characters, and I really hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more future content. Or follow me on some social media in the link tree below. My commissions are currently open on Ko-Fi, so if you would like to get some personal art from me for yourself, go ahead and look down there. I hope you all had a great day, and always remember to fly high and be kind.